The No Fate channel checking in. On today's episode of Dad's Home Gym, I'm going over this Yes4All box jump. I'm going to go over pros, cons, what I would do differently during assembly, how much it costs, and most importantly, if it's right for you. On this series, I review a piece of gym equipment or accessory on every episode to help you decide if it is right for your home gym or something that you should add into your everyday training. Today, we are going over the Yes4All box jump. And let's just talk about the elephant in the room. As I'm shooting this video, all of you are locked into your homes and locked out of your local gyms. And there's a huge scramble to build home gyms for all of you gym bros across the country. If you go to many of the websites out there, you'll see that almost all of the gym equipment is sold out or on back order, except for these Yes4All box jumps. And I thought, hey, let's do a review so you can know what you're getting into before you buy this thing, because I will tell you, if you go to the Amazon reviews, they're all fake, or at the very least, the majority of them are fake. So let's get into it. What a box jump is, simple as that. You probably know if you came to this video, it's all about jumping up on a box. Most people in CrossFit are very, very familiar with it. You jump up on the box, you jump down, rinse and repeat. It makes for a great workout. You can do a lot of other things with these box jumps with respect to step-ups, whether it's weightless, with the weighted vest, with dumbbells. You can do lunges with 1 foot on the box. There's a myriad of different exercises you can do with this box. But the predominant thing people are going to be using this for is either step-ups or box jumps. Now, the nice thing about this Yes4All box jump, one of the major pros, is that you buy one box, but it comes in 3 sizes. So there are 3 different sides. There's the 20-inch over here, the 24-inch up here, and the 16-inch over here. And that's the main reason most people would go with this style of box, because you're essentially getting 3 boxes for the price of 1. Speaking of cost, I'm going to put right up here exactly what I paid for this box, but don't get too hung up on the cost that I paid for a few reasons. Because I bought this off of Amazon, that price can fluctuate significantly. Also, there are 3 or 4 different sizes of boxes, and if you get a smaller box, you're going to pay less. If you get a bigger box, you're going to pay more. And there's 2 different versions of these boxes. I got the one with the rough finish. So this is going to help with regards to traction, with regards to preventing slippage slightly. And the lower end version just has plain wood top and no rough finish. So again, there are ways to save money, and there's certainly ways to spend more money. And as with everything on Amazon, depending on the time that you purchase it, that price can fluctuate. A few of the pros with respect to this Yes4All box. Number one is price. When I compared this price to similar or almost identical style boxes from different manufacturers, this one was better. Also, when I compared this to buying 3 metal boxes that stack upon each other, you guys are probably already all familiar with that, and I will post a photo of those right here. Again, a better price. Another thing that I liked about this box, it has 3 heights. So even though I might predominantly use the 20-inch height, it's nice that I know I can push myself to that 24-inch height, or I can set it to the 16-inch height for my wife if she wants to use it, or if I'm working on something else besides just a box jump. The final reason I hit that buy it now button, and one reason that I often consider when buying anything, is the fact that it is sold on Amazon.com, which means I got free shipping. It means I get free returns up to 30 days, so that if for some reason I got it, assembled it, and it was a clunker, I could return it, no questions asked, and I didn't have to go fight through Yes4All.com's customer no service to have to get it returned. So let's talk about the cons. You can't have the yin without the yang. So I specifically got this style with the non-slip finish because, hey, I don't want to slip off the box. I'm not that coordinated, and I'm not getting any younger. But after using it a few times, it is clear that this finish, this non-stick surface, is going to be probably non-existent within 2 to 3 years. So that's obviously one con, but for most of us, 2 to 3 years for any type of purchase is probably pretty good. And I would imagine when one side goes, I could simply flip it over, and use the other side. Another minor con, one that for me, since I'm anal retentive, is super annoying, and it does show that the manufacturing on this thing is probably not top quality. This side points up, this 20-inch side, and this side points up, right? So they're both pointing in the same direction. This 16-inch side points up, but this 16-inch side points down. Again, nothing major, but super annoying. Another minor con has to do with the assembly and the manufacturing. They wanted you to use an Allen wrench to actually hand tighten all 30 of these screws, and it would have taken forever. I ended up assembling this in about an hour because I had the right tip for my drill, and I was able to just kind of drill these in, but most people wouldn't. And the fact that I drilled these in and the fact that these are pretty soft, cheap metal, I basically ruined the thread on the majority of these. And I would argue that if you use the hex wrench, or Allen wrench I should say, it's going to take you 2 to 3 hours to put this thing together. A little tendonitis in your wrist, and you're still going to strip these screws. So keep in mind, once you have this thing assembled, there's not going to be much recourse to unassemble it. What you can't see on the inside is that there is like a 3-piece prong of wood to help support this thing when you step up onto it. And one of the things I would have done differently, because that piece of wood, those three pieces of wood that connect, were pretty cheap to begin with, I would have used a little bit of either wood glue or some type of glue to kind of make sure that those are locked in place. And a few other things, and again, this attests to the fact that the design of this is relatively cheap. I mean, that does reflect in the price point. So in order to connect the piece of wood that's inside here to the box, it's connected by only 2 screws, and these screws are short and they are cheap. I would, if I was going to assemble this again, I would do a few things. One, again, I would glue the inside piece of wood prior to closing this bad boy up, and I would take this screw and find a longer, better version of this screw to get a better hold. And I just think you'd be grateful, or you'd be happy in the long run, because it will hold up the box a bit better. Overall, in terms of use, I have been happy with it. I'm 6'1", 185, and there hasn't been any give with regards to this box. And I was even doing dumbbell step-ups with 50s, so that's 285. So I think this definitely could withstand home use pretty well without any trouble, especially if you're under 300 pounds. I don't think this is going to have any issue with regards to give. Would I want to see this in a professional gym that's going to be used 4 or 5 times a day? Certainly not meant for that. It's definitely meant only for home use, and it is definitely a budget version of a box jump. One of the reasons I did go with this style of wood versus the interchangeable metal, again, as I mentioned, cost, and that metal that you get will last you forever. If you got those metal stackable ones, those would be more expensive, but of course they would last forever. But this ends up being more versatile because it's a box. I can actually put stuff on it when it's not in use. It's going to be a little bit easier for me to put it in a corner and have more functional space out of it. I'm going to put an Amazon affiliate link to this box jump in the description of this video, so you can check it out, see what type of other box heights and styles and finishes that they have. And of course, using that link does help out the channel, and it helps me keep doing these reviews to hopefully help you decide what's right for your home gym. Now, if you're locked out of your local gym, drop me a comment below and let me know what you're doing to work out at home, or just to keep up that level of fitness. I am very curious about what people are doing, especially because many of you I know got caught just overnight. Your gym went from open to closed, and it really caught a lot of people by surprise. So drop that in the comments below. If you have any questions regarding this box, any at all, drop them in the comments below and I will get them answered as quickly as I can. If you came to this far in the video, do give this video a like, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. It helps out the channel immensely. I can't say it enough how much it helps out the channel, and it is appreciated. As usual, thanks for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back. I am dedicated to helping you be a great parent to your children and still accomplish your own personal goals. I provide ideas and insights to help you save time, money, and your sanity. 3 things that are in short supply for every parent out there.